Good morning, doctor. My name is Renuka Kumar and my matric number is 285970. Now I am to present about introduction. This report takes a gender at the help quality and administration productivity convert at the cafe network of McDonald's in Kanga Perlis. This report additionally concentrates on the help outline and service escape that has been taken on the different outlets of the company. This report demonstrates the self-fuel can be used to combat the alls made in help convenience and consumer discrimination according to Charman 1990. Administration advertising is totally different from item promoting, and the field of administration's showcasing was first involved in late 1970s. The quality of administrations, the cervical, all are considered, and thereafter assistance quality proposals are recommended that will assist with further developing the help quality at McDonald's outlet, especially at McDonald's in Kanga Perlis.
Assalamualaikum and hi, my name is Naatira binti Fakhr Anwar. My matric number is 277038. Next, I would like to tell about what is service quality. A company's service quality may be measured by comparing it to the standard set of by its client. Customer will buy service in response to certain needs. To address some such demand, they have norm and expectation about how restaurant service are if they either conciliate or unconsolably whole. A restaurant with excellent service meet or access the petrol exception with its offering. So this fast food establishment has increased demand. People will always come and will be frequently customer. Next is service quality dimension. Service quality is measured along 5 axes, which is assurance, tangibility, empathy, responsive, and reliability. So the reliability is related to company capability and consistency to providing a certain service in way that they meet the demand for its client. The delivery can be product to provision of the service, proper and accurate issue resolution to reasonable pricing in all part in the produce. For instance, in the fast food restaurant in Kanga Perlis, where they are need to have the store to have the strong customer service ability to draw customer into their service frequently. So the talent is on itself that can be numerous relate to skill that complement in this ability. Second is tangibility. An organization capacity to communicating with a level of service excellence in its client. Many things that include to the look for business headquarters and eatery to demonstrate the personal in the market material. This can be some fast food service, some fast food business like McDonald and important service. Seeing this assistant, they offer can be obsessed or a fail. The next one is empathy. It's the process to which a company offer in the service in a way and make it seem understanding to need and desire of this customer. The fourth is responsive. To demonstrated business a commitment to and the capacity of offering quick service to client. Responding quickly to client request, feedback, question, and difficulty is a key component to responsiveness. Last one is assurance. Customer confident is and trust certain business in a refer to asset assurance. This is critical for service that a client would think outside their scope and comprehension and evaluation. Therefore, there must be has some level of faith in the servicing organization capacity in provide. 2.2, which is service quality indicator. For the service quality indicator, the term average and expectation target are materially exclusive. A expectation target is the opposition uh, that aim to make the content or portion of the tangible so that can may be used in of evaluation, computation, prediction making, decision making, and other activity. 2.3, which is different between service quality and product quality. Service and product quality have an influence on customer satisfaction. Customer satisfaction has an impact on the customer purchase intention, customer loyalty, and ultimately an organization income system. The success of business is depend on the calibre of its service and product since the client happiness indirectly correlate with the healthy income stream. The specific measurement used to be product quality and service quality are the different. That's all for me. Thank you.
Greetings to doctor and my friends. I am Megla Devi, audit matrix number of 2799908. Now I would like to continue my presentation on strategies to improve service quality in McDonald Khanga Parish through SQL analysis. According to Burton 1996, SQL is actual a gap analysis to understand whether the organization is able to meet the consumer needs. The first gap is created when the management of McDonald's stores do not accept the local expectation of consumers. For example, McDonald's can reduce the first gap in understanding the needs of consumers in different regions. To close the first gap, McDonald's needs to take into consideration the local culture and food preference of the targeted markets. McDonald's should also ensure that special services are arranged for special occasions and events that are held at outlets. Gap 2 is created when the management of company fail to perceive consumer expectation and convert them into quality specification. McDonald's often suffers from Gap 2 failures because managers at different stores react differently to customer needs. It is recommended that to close Gap 2, McDonald's can reduce Gap 2 if they take regular surveys from customers to understand their tastes and preference. Gap 3 is created when the perception and expectation of service are not met by the service the delivery system incorporated by company. At McDonald's, service managers and employees are generally trained regularly to attain the best service practices. McDonald's should also ensure that the current program of Employee of the Month is extended to encourage employees to perform better. Gap 4 is created by communication gap between marketing of service and perception of the quality service by consumers. Generic advertising campaigns create Gap 4 and McDonald's should try to create country-specific advertisements so that local targeted population can understand the kind of services available at McDonald's. To close up Gap 4, McDonald's can also encourage new product catalogs and builds or even mobile apps for faster home delivery options. Next is strategies to improve service quality in McDonald's in Kanga Parish through Pokayoke. A Pokayoke system is a mistake proving of a product or service to decrease errors. Many sectors employ Pokayoke procedures to reduce the likelihood of errors. For instance, in restaurant, it is made sure that the food properly prepared and up to establishment high standards. The first potential mistake happens when consumer enter. For example, the McDonald's manager might not notice a customer is waiting if the manager is escorting other customers to their tables, checking on table status, or conferring with kitchen staff. An electronic sensor on the entrance door of McDonald's serves as the mistake-proving device. The sensor notifies a vibrating pager of the McDonald's manager's belt when someone enters or exits the restaurant so that the manager is alert at all the times. That's all for me. Thank you.
Greetings to Doctor and my fellow friends. I'm Wan Ziyin with matrix number 270478. Now I'd like to continue with the third strategy to improve service quality in McDonald's Kangapelis, which is through benchmarking. Benchmarking is the sharing of information between companies so that both can improve, while a benchmark is a firm recognized for its exemplary operational performance. In a benchmarking relationship, two parties, which are the initiator firm and the target firm, will be involving. The type of benchmarking that can be used by the manager of McDonald's Kangapelis is business process benchmarking. The first step in business process benchmarking is to figure out the current performance of the restaurant. This step enables the manager to determine the goals of the restaurant and search for a target firm within or outside the industry that is pioneering at the aspects that the restaurant is aiming to achieve, studying what the target firm does, and brainstorming ideas for improvement. A similar survey conducted by its competitors or target firm can also be conducted by the restaurant to research about customer satisfaction regarding the restaurant's service quality. After analyzing the results obtained by the restaurant and the target firm, the manager can find out what are the score of the aspects that the restaurant is lower than the target firm. The next step is to implement the concept of 5W2H. The manager can develop 7 questions using this concept to further understand how the target firm can achieve a better service quality. The questions begin with the letter W, will ask about who, what, when, where, and why, while the questions begin with the letter H, will ask about how and how much. If the manager of McDonald's Kangapelis can answer the 5W2H questions at the final stage of business process benchmarking, then the information and data will be ready to be used by the manager to make decisions that enables the restaurant to improve its service quality. This is the process model. Generally, inputs comprise of labor, equipment, materials, machines, and design that integrate to form a service. These inputs are incorporated in a conversion process. In the conversion process, McDonald's Kangapelis can associate the inputs together to form the service of the restaurant. The outcome of the conversion process is the outputs, such as services that are offered and sold to customers. There are 2 feedback loops displayed in the process model. The first feedback loop, which is known as the control process, involves gathering, analyzing, and using the data from the process to make improvements and adjustments. Process control charts can be used in this feedback loop. The second feedback loop is about the customer feedback loop, involves collecting data from the customers. Using the data gathered, the control process is improved and leads to the improvement in service quality. A third feedback process can also be added on by assembling information from competitors through benchmarking procedures. The next strategy to improve service quality in McDonald's Kangapelis is Service Transaction Analysis (STA). STA is a technique for recognizing the transactions under services and evaluating them from the customer's perspective to determine whether there is a gap between the service design and what the customer perceives as the service. This is a sample of STA sheet, which is an instrument for service transaction analysis. STA consists of 5 stages. The first stage is the service concept needs to be agreed and specified, which is often a useful exercise to gain agreement between the employees on the nature of their service offering. The next stage is mystery shoppers, independent advisors, or consultant customers will walk through the actual process, not the blueprint, To assess how customers might assess each transaction, where each transaction is briefly described in the left-hand column of the STA sheet, and its score, delighting, satisfactory, or unsatisfactory, will be noted in the middle columns. The third stage is the interpretation as why the customer or surrogate customer arrives at this evaluation is entered into the right-hand column of STA sheet, which describes the deliberate and the symbolic and subtle messages given off by the service. The fourth stage is the scores are joined to give a very visible profile of the transaction outcomes, and an overall evaluation will be entered at the foot of the table of STA sheet. The last stage is to work from this sheet, where service designers, managers, and staff can begin to understand how customers might interpret the service process and to discuss the improvements that can be made. That is all from me. Thank you.
My name is Heng Wei, and my metric number is 278147. Now I would like to present 3x5 through Ishikawa Basic 7.2 of quality. There are 7 tools, which is process map, check sheets, histogram, scatter diagram, control chart, cause and effect diagram, parallel chart. For the first one is a process map. A process map can use review which area where a process should be improved. So by using this McDonald Kanga, it can check the process from the beginning and use the symbol to know that which extra part could be taken in, and so that the process of service could be smoother and less happening issue. And the second one is a check sheet. Check sheet is a simple yet effectively qualitative data collection tool that could be quickly analyzed to near crucial information. So, for instance, the McDonald's drive-through waiter is incredibly slow and unreliable. And by using the check sheet, he can know that the reason why is the process is so slow, because the staff is using the speaker to listen to your order. So better you go to the direct order. And the third one is a histogram. Histogram is a collection of data point are arranged into user-defined range. And the next one is a scatter diagram. Scatter diagram is the view relationship between variable utilized scatter plot. And the next one is a control chart. A control chart is to determine if a combination of change in a particular process may be viewed as in control if the procedure data point indicate random cost or out of control. So overall, McDonald's has been doing a brilliant job of guaranteeing quality, both in terms of operational and food safety. But they need to have a training and skill needed. For instance, they have currently developed longer to up the standard of their workforce. So by using the control chart, McDonald's Kanga could make sure their inventory always has stock to ensure provide the best service to a customer. They can ensure sales receipt to see the foremost in style product at any given time. They will analyze a particular pattern in product movement to see what factors are also at play once they square measure variation. The next one is the cause and effect diagram. Cause and effect diagram occurs still to logically organizing doable cost for a particular drawback. So, by using this cause and effect diagram, McDonald Kanga management could use this diagram to explain the poor customer service. Some of the possible measure would be a method, management, machine, and environment. For those category, the cost may be changed to the multiple cost again. For instance, the management will come lack training and development unskilled worker and low performance and productivity. So the last one is the Pareto chart. Pareto chart is determine how frequency a produce or procedure has issue. So for example, The McDonald's Kanga workers cannot provide the best service because of lacking of training, low performance, and other. But after using the parallel chart to analyze, McDonald's Kanga could realize the bigger cost is lack of training. Then the management could prepare more training to solve the problem. Thank you. That's all from me.
In conclusion, all in all, McDonald's is doing a ton of right things and they have made a worldwide brand that is acknowledged all through the world. McDonald's is focusing on kids and adolescent market portion. Their attention is focusing on youngsters and youth with the help get away from McDonald's stores. The assistant of planned McDonald's purposes that they are as yet using the Clark CUM machine plan where just a single individual takes the request, observe the food and convey it. However, by shutting the circle, all McDonald's can accomplish better assistant quality for their shoppers. That's all from us. Thank you.